read to you today from our Jesus Storybook about why we just celebrated Easter this past weekend. If you remember, Jesus had died and his friends were sad. They would never see their best friend again. How could this happen? Wasn't Jesus the rescuer? The king God had promised? It wasn't supposed to end like this. Yes, but whoever said anything about the end? Just before sunrise, on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. Now, when you think about it, these guards were Roman soldiers. Roman soldiers were probably some of the fiercest, meanest soldiers around. Not much could scare them. But the Bible says that the angel, when they saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. Who do you think the angel's waiting for? Well, at the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and the other women headed to the tomb to watch Jesus' body. Now, they would put the person's body in a tomb, which kind of looks like a little cave. They had rolled a heavy stone in front of it, and they had guards out front watching it. And the women would come, and they would bring some sweet-smelling things to kind of make the body smell better after it had died. It's different back then than what it's like now and what we do. So the friends of Jesus went, and they were getting there, and they were walking quietly along the road. And as soon as they got there, they realized something very strange had happened. The tomb was wide open. They looked into the opening, and they saw that Jesus' body was gone. You see, the angel rolled that stone away, not so Jesus could get out. He doesn't need a stone rolled away because he's God. He rolled the stone away so the friends could see that Jesus had risen from the dead. He was no longer dead. You see, he had power over death. Well, something else was there. There was a man shining, his clothes as bright as lightning. And it was an angel. And the angel said, "Don't be scared." Oh, but they probably was screamed. I wouldn't be surprised. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb. Tombs are for dead people." The angel said, "Jesus isn't dead anymore. He's alive again." The angel laughed with such gladness, the same gladness the women felt. They realized their friend Jesus was no longer dead, but alive. The other women ran to go back and tell the disciples, but Mary stayed behind. How could this be true? How could he be alive? Well, just then Mary heard somebody else in the garden. She went over to him, and she thought he was the gardener. And she said, "I don't know where Jesus is. I can't find him." But guess who that was? It was Jesus. She didn't recognize him because he had a new body. And he said, "Mary." Well, as soon as he said her name, she knew it was Jesus. She fell to the ground and tears filled her eyes. And she wanted to cling to Jesus and never let go. But he said, "Mary, you'll be able to hold on to me later. But now, go and tell the others that I am alive." Well, Mary didn't just walk. She ran. When you get exciting news, you can't wait to tell somebody. And that's how Mary felt. And she ran like she had never run before. everything had changed for her that morning. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell Jesus' friends. They won't believe it. She was right, of course. And tomorrow we'll find out, there's a little peek about what were the disciples' reactions when they heard that Jesus was alive.